Hello, my name is Jo Saberton, a Provider Development Officer with Early Years, and I want to share with you how to navigate the training and qualifications section to find information about training and to apply for our courses. So here is the homepage of Early Years, and as has already been explained, there's a menu down the right-hand side with all the different things that are on offer, and the very bottom one is training, qualifications and how to apply. So we'll click onto this page, and this page quite helpfully gives you links to all sorts of different aspects of how to apply for our training. And the first thing that you'll see are that we have at the moment 2 documents embedded. One shows you dates for the spring term, obviously of which we're partway through, and then we have very recently added the dates for the summer term courses. So I'll just click on the summer term courses and show you what you will see. You will see a list of all the courses that we have to offer this summer term, and the title of the course is on your left-hand column. It goes across to tell you whether or not it's a virtual training course or a training that's taking place in a venue. Most of our training is still virtual, but as you can see, we've started to introduce a few venues. Then you'll see the cost for the training, and there are 2 sections for the cost. One is for listed providers members and one is for non-listed providers members, and so that's our full cost, a non-LOP price. And if you're part of the listed providers, or your setting is, then you will get a 50% discount. Some of our courses, as you will see, are fully subsidised, so you might just want to look through and check whether they're ones that you might be interested in doing. Then you've got the dates, and they are listed in date order. So you will be able to see sort of right from the start of the term and all the way through to the end of the term in July. Course times will vary. Do make sure that you know whether or not it's a one part or 2-part course, or even 3 in some cases, and so that you have the dates for all of those courses, all the different sessions. And also note the time, because they do vary. We try to vary when we put the courses on in the morning, afternoon, evening, or perhaps a Saturday. So it's on one term, it's very likely that the following term it will be during the week, sometime in the daytime, or we try to mix and match. The very last says on all of them, apply for the course, and if you know that's the course you want to do and you click on that apply for course, it will take you straight to the application form, which we'll have a little look at later on. And then just return to the main page again, and you can see that there are other options of how to apply as well as via the course poster. So we've got some categories here, 4 different training categories, so that your list isn't quite so long. It enables you to have a look through specifically what you might be looking for. So if you're a leader and manager, you might just want to see what leadership and management courses are available. Rather than having to search through the whole lot, you can literally just have a look on here to see what's offered. You'll see that we've got course flyers, and these will give you some information about individual courses so that you can actually see whether it is containing information that you're wanting to know. It's got the learning objectives. If you had already looked for the date, you can actually apply for a place direct from the flyer as well. We've got EYFS and child development courses, so anything to do with the early years foundation stage, including an introduction to the early years foundation stage, characteristics of learning, and various elements of the different areas of learning within that. Then we've got another category, which is where you'll find all our safeguarding courses, and at the bottom we've got all our special educational needs and disabilities courses, as well as equality, diversity and inclusion. So if that's mainly the kind of course you're looking for at that time, you can just click on that particular button to see what's offered as far as SEND is concerned. So just for now, I'm going to just click on the EYFS and child development section. This is probably the one with the most different courses in it. I'm going to have a little look down. So the course flyers. Now, when we looked at the dates earlier, I spotted one, Feeding the Hungry Reader and Writer. That looks interesting, but I'm not quite sure what it entails. So let's just have a quick look at the flyer. So yeah, I had to read through that, and yeah, that's a sound exactly what I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to apply for a place, because when I looked at the poster, I noticed that the date was one I was able to do. Obviously, if you're looking at it before the poster, you can then go in and have a look for dates. So I've clicked on, and it's taken me to the application form. So you can apply for all the courses for EYFS and child development from this particular form. What you will see here is that actually anybody can access this form. It doesn't have to be a manager or a CPD leader. Actually, it could be practitioner themselves, but what they need to be aware of is that there may be a charge for the course and therefore it will need the manager's approval. So there's nothing the manager can do as far as clicking any buttons to approve the course. You just need to manually go and ask them, is it okay for me to apply for that course? And when they give you the go ahead, you can then click yes on this form. That will open up some new things to fill in. It will ask the name of your manager's email address, your own name, your setting name and postcode. And then what's quite important is also that you fill in your own email address, personal one, because we will be emailing Microsoft Teams meeting links and they need to go to your personal address rather than to your setting so that you can access them from your own personal device, laptop or tablet or whatever it is you'll be using. Also, we need your contact telephone number because there may be reason for us to call you if a course is cancelled for any reason. We need to get in touch with you on the day. And then you come to the whole list of EYFS and child development courses. So it's a shorter list than the calendar, but it will give you the dates. So here we are. This is the one I was looking for, Feeding the Hungry Reader and Writer on the 27th of Feb. I'm going to tick that one and then scroll right down to the bottom to submit. Obviously, I'm not going to submit now, but once you've done that, it will get notified to our business support team, who will sometime within a week email you to say they've received your application and what's going to happen next. Okay, and it's as simple as that. You're only able to apply for one course per form. So if you saw another one that you wanted to do as well, you would have to just go back into it, apply for that separately and fill those details in again. So if any time you get a little bit lost and think you've clicked on lots of buttons and you're not quite sure how to get back to the home page, always remember this menu down the right hand side and just click on that home page, training qualifications and how to apply button, and it will take you back to that very first page that we looked at. You can do the very same thing if you're applying for setting for your whole setting to attend. So applying for training in your setting, so for all members of staff. So to find out which courses we have available here, applying for training in setting, click on that one and it will come up with all the flyers for all the courses that are available to you to do as a whole group. Again, these are flyers that you can see and check that it's what you expected it to be. And then you go to the top of that bit and literally apply for in-setting training. And it comes up with the same sort of form, but there might be slightly different questions because you're applying for it on behalf of the whole setting rather than as an individual. Do read the things at the top as well, because we are very good at just sort of skimming over and clicking buttons and not necessarily reading the information. And some of the information might be quite important. So the only other things that are on here are a button which gives you information about how we price up our training, different prices for virtual training, face-to-face venue training, in-setting training, and at the bottom it talks about cancellation and no-show charges. So if you find you can't attend any training, please do email the email address that's shown on here, even if it's, the day of the course. As long as you've let us know that you can't come and a reason, then you won't incur a cost. But if you just don't turn up, unfortunately, you will incur a cost for not turning up, because sometimes if our courses are full, we may well have denied somebody else a place and that you've taken. And then right at the very bottom, we've got complete a training evaluation. We really would love your feedback on any of our courses. So once you've completed a training, you can, if you like, come straight to this page and fill in the evaluation form. It's the same form for all the courses. You just fill in the date and the name of the course. But if you can't find that or don't have time straight after your training course, when you get emailed your course certificate, there will be a link which will take you to here anyway. So we very much appreciate your feedback. The form's very short, only takes 5 minutes to fill in, and we do read all of your comments, and very, very often we will act on those. Before I finish, just want to share with you one or two other things that are available on this particular section. So the first 5 buttons are all about applying for training, and then there's some specific information for childminders who may be wanting to undertake some training. For CPD leaders or CPD managers, some information to help you to get the best from training. And then there's some other things. We do have a newsletter once a term. So if you want to look back at any of our newsletters, then you can see that the latest one was in spring this year, and then all the others are in there as well. And we will add to those as we do more. And then the very last section here, well, not quite last, actually, qualifications in early years. This takes you to a page which talks a little bit about early years qualifications. If you're thinking about undertaking level 2 or 3 qualification, or indeed any higher, we can't necessarily give you too much information, but we will give you the links to take you directly to the DfE approved qualifications site, which will give you all the information that you need. So thanks very much. Hopefully you've now got a little bit more idea about how to apply for training and qualifications. Thank you.